Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today it's all going to be kicking off for England. Obviously, I'm going to start my new England World Cup playlist and series. So I'm hoping you're keen for that. I'm really looking forward to the World Cup, to be honest with you. Both England and Mexico, I think, have both really good groups, and I think groups that they can get out of, and really interesting games involved in those groups. But this video is basically mainly going to be talking about the roster and the players that have been called up, the players that haven't been called up, my opinion on them. So let's get straight into the team, guys. And the goalkeeper, I think, is pretty easy. And obviously, it's Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson, and James Trafford, and I think that I think they're the best English goalkeepers in England right now. I think Aaron Ramsdale, I think unfortunately he's just missed his chance. I think his club career has kind of dipped a bit, unfortunately. But Jordan Pickford blatantly is going to be starting and probably playing the entire World Cup, barring any kind of unforeseen circumstances. I think Dean Henderson's a decent backup, and I think I think James Trafford is an up and coming goalkeeper as well. I think he should never have gone to Man City. I think he should have gone somewhere else, and he should be playing a lot more. So hopefully he leaves City this summer and starts playing well and starts developing again, because I think he's going to be a top class goalkeeper. But yeah, Jordan Pickford in goal, pretty self-explanatory. I think he's a decent, very very decent international goalkeeper, and I think he could do really well for us. And just reading off the list here, obviously Reece James in defence. So Reece James, Tino Livramento, which is a great addition, and Nico O'Reilly. I think his quality, even though he's at Man City, I think he should. I think he really should be, in a better team. But it is what it is. Jed Spence, don't like him, don't rate him at all. I would have had Maguire instead of him. I think he's average. To be honest with you, I don't know why he's quite been called up. I just don't like the guy. He's a terrible human being as well, by the way. But anyway. Ezra Konsa, Mark Gahey, obviously, John Stones, obviously, Joel Gonza, and Dan Burn as well, which is cool. Like I said, defensively, I think we're a little bit iffy. Like I said, I would have had Trent Alexander-Arnold in there. I would have had in defense or midfield. I would still have Trent in there, but very surprising he's not in there. But obviously, I would have had Harry Maguire. To be honest with you, I think he would have been a great addition. I would have had him over Jed Spence. How are you having a centre back that just almost got relegated from the Premier League into the England national team? Very, very strange decision, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Obviously, Tuchel's got his opinion, so it is what it is. But I would have, like I said, I would have had a Maguire over Jed Spence every day of the week. Going to the midfield, Declan Rice, obviously the best England midfielder in the world right now. Elliot Anderson, Jordan Henderson, very, very strange. Why he's there, I don't know. Maybe he's just there as a glorified coach, but again, that's a bit of a waste of space. And then obviously, who we've got? We've got Kobe Manu, Akayakes, Jude Bellingham, great. Obviously, like I said, if he's your best English midfielder in the world right now, then I wouldn't hate you for that. Morgan Rogers, absolutely outstanding player. I really hope that Arsenal sign him this summer. And then obviously Eberechi Eze as well, brilliant player. Like I said, midfield mostly, I think I'll give him midfield probably 8 out of 10. I'm not quite sure why Jordan Henderson's there. Kobe Manu, okay, I mean, he's got a little bit of talent. He's obviously not going to be starting many games, probably won't see the pitch. But it is what it is. Elliot Anderson, I think, is an amazing call up. I would have had Adam Wharton in there. Don't know why he's not in there. But yeah, then moving on to the attack, which I think is our strongest point, in my opinion, apart from the goalkeeper. I think Jordan Henderson's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, especially international football. Bukayo Saka, obviously, probably the first name of the team sheet. Noni Madueke, bit surprising. I don't think he's done brilliantly for Arsenal. I think he's done alright, but I think he could have done a lot better. Marcus Rashford, I think he had a good season over there in Spain, so, I don't have a problem with that. Anthony Gordon as well, just gone to Barcelona. Cool. I think he's good. He's a good player. Ivan Toney's a bit of a dodgy one. Not quite sure. I mean, he's scored a lot of goals in Saudi Arabia, but I mean, I don't follow that league. I don't have any respect for that league at all. So it's like, well, okay, well, what is 40 goals in Saudi Arabia worth in terms of, Premier League or Championship even? A bit of a dodgy one, but again, don't expect him to see much game time. Harry Kane, obviously, as well, and Ollie Watkins. I think those two will be the ones that will be interchanging that striking position, and obviously Bukayo Saka. Bukayo's blatantly going to start games. I think Anthony Gordon starts. Maybe Rashford comes off the bench. I think Rashford's versatility up that in that front line, I think could mean that he could be on the bench for a bit and come on and plug whatever gap that we need. Ivan Toney, like I said, I don't think he sees much game time. Neither do I see Kobe Manu or Henderson see much game time. Definitely do not want to see Jens Spence getting any minutes. Don't know why he's in this team. And yeah, let's get into the team players that are not in there. Obviously, Harry Maguire should have been in there over Spence 100%. Phil Foden, average, actually quite terrible. He had a terrible season for City, and I don't understand why people are going, why is Foden not there? Well, Foden's not there because he's trash right now. That's why, and he doesn't get there because he's mates with the coach like Southgate. So that's why he's not there. Luke Shaw, again, average, not that great anymore. Cole Palmer's a little bit surprising one. Had a terrible season with Chelsea. Can't lie about that. But he's still good player. I think he would have been great coming off the bench. I think he could have been a good option. And then obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold, I would have had him probably over Kwanzaa maybe. Look, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. There's 3 or 4 surprising additions into this one, and players that didn't make it as well. But overall, I think it's a great team. I think it's a good team. I think it's a team that can definitely get into the knockouts. Going into the fixtures, obviously, first up we've got Croatia, which is cool. We always seem to face Croatia in international tournaments. And then we've got Ghana a few days later, and then after that we've got Panama. Game all winnable. I mean, I expect us to win every single one of those games. All respect to those teams, especially Panama. That's quite funny, but I think Panama. I think Mexico could beat Panama. So if that can in Panama, so if they can do that, I think England should. Just depends on how Tuchel sets those team up, what first 11s are going to be like. Yeah, I've got real hope, and obviously you've got to have hope. Otherwise, what's the point? If you're going to be all negative and depressed, oh, they're not going to do anything. Well, don't watch it. Find another sport then. It's like I don't understand negative. But yeah, going back to players that missed it, I'm kind of gutted that Ben White's not going to be there. Obviously, I think he's still injured. He was in the brace for the celebrations yesterday, so I feel like Ben White's probably a little bit too injured to get to the team. But I would have had Ben White in that team as all day long. I think he's a great player. I think he's England's best right back at the moment. There's a debate on that, but I still feel like he should have been in the squad. But again, I would assume he's not in the squad because he's injured. Because if he was fit, I think he definitely deserves to be in this squad. He's a Premier League winner now. So, but yeah, plenty of Arsenal players in the team, which is great, especially in the attacking sense and midfield as well. Declan Rice starts every game, in my opinion. I think Saka starts every game. Eze, I think, is a bit of a toss-up. I think he'll be on the bench. And then obviously, so yeah, like I said, guys, I think it's a really good team. I think it's a team that can definitely get out of the groups, and then beyond that, it's just see how it goes. I mean, if we can win these 3 games comfortably, then I'll obviously have more confidence going to the knockouts. But it is what it is. I mean, we're gonna just have to wait and see how we do. But I think it's a really good team. I think it's a good baseline for a team. Some of these players definitely do not deserve any minutes, and don't even deserve to be on the team, to be honest, Spencer especially. But anyway, let me know what you think about the team. Let me know what you think about these fixtures that we've got: Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Do you think we could do anything special this season, this summer? Do you think we can get to the final? I feel like this team can get to the final for sure. Having said that, Spain's really, really strong. Morocco is decent as well. France is obviously France. I don't, anyone else, I'm like, it's a bit of a more of a toss up. But I think those 3 teams could do some damage. But we'll have to wait and see. And there's probably a couple of teams that are going to be real dark horses that surprise everyone. So we'll have to wait and see. This World Cup's great. I love the World Cup. I can't wait for it. It's always amazing. And yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you haven't done it already. I'm going to be doing videos on England now for the next couple of months, so stay tuned for that. I'll do some ones, do another series for Mexico as well, so if you're into that too, then check that out as well. But if not, I'll see you guys very soon. I don't expect to make another video now until the game, which is obviously, in a couple of weeks' time, so if I don't hear from you then, have a good couple of weeks. Enjoy the rest of the break, I guess, because obviously football's finished now. So And I'll see you guys probably to talk about the Croatia game. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.